talk about riding a motorcycle. Now, I know if you look online, there's a bunch of videos how to ride, where to ride, what to do, how to make left turns, how to lean, counter steering, all these fun things. Um, I want to address the drivers on the road. I want to address the bikers who think they know what they're doing. And I want to address basically people who are out there, just out there, who are on the road. You know, whether you're in a car or on a motorcycle, in a truck, or anything. Most people understand certain safety. And the only way that everybody can be safe is if everybody's following the exact same rules and the laws and things like that. Um, Here's a big thing, though, and what I think many people don't understand who drive cars and things like that. They don't realize that on a motorcycle, we don't have the same reaction time. We don't we don't have the same stopping ability. We don't have the same turning ability. Um, I heard a guy one time, and I happened to be sitting, and we were just in conversation. He saw I rode a motorcycle, and he made a comment, and he says to me, he says, you know, when I see you guys, coming between cars or zooming up next to us, I just want to open up the door and hit you and knock you. And I'm like, and I think about that, and I looked right at him, and I says, look, do me a favor. We're gonna have a conversation. And I stopped everything I was doing, and I had a drink with me, a soda, and I sat it down, and I looked right at him, and I said, dude, I said, you're an asshole. And he looked at me. He says, what? I said, now I got your attention. So I want to tell you this. I said, hate me. I don't care. Curse at me. I'm good with it. I says, you can think all the bad things you want about me. I said, but please let me live. I says, we sometimes will swerve to avoid potholes or rocks in the road or oil spills. Yes, there are guys out there who ride a motorcycle who, I'll say it, they suck. Some people just do it and they zoom past you, and that's all they want to do is go fast. I get it. They're jerks. They deserve to live too, though. As much as you hate it, and I get it. And all I can say is, please go home and curse us out. Curse us out under your breath. Flip me off. I'm good with it. And here's the funny part. And I was going to say this. My motorcycle's loud. I don't have the sound on it because it just would drown me out and everything else. As you can see, that's me in the background. I recorded that. I wanted to make it really clear that my bike is loud, and the four words we hear all the time is, I did not see him, or her. That's what we usually hear. And we usually hear that when we're in the hospital or when we're sitting on the ground and a cop comes to us and this person gets out of the car and they're looking at the cop. They're like, oh my God, I didn't see him. It happens. My first motorcycle accident, I was 19 years old. Girl had a license for 4 months. Made a left-hand turn in front of me because the van in front of me made a right-hand turn. And she didn't wait long enough for him to finish making his turn to see what was behind him. She made a left-hand turn in front of me, and I T-boned her. I flipped over her car. And just so happened I was in front of the hospital when it happened. I want to let's get back to that. Maneuverability. Realize this: a vehicle. Let's just talk a car. 4 wheels. When you stop, okay, even if you do a panic stop and you jam on the brakes, you've got 4 wheels to keep you upright. I do a panic stop. I've got 2 wheels. If one of them's skidding, I've only got one left to keep me steering and or keep me standing straight up. Think about it. And here's the bad part, if I hit something, I hit a rock or I hit an animal. I mean, I've run over these. I've seen dead animals on the road, which I try to avoid, because what they do is they lift the front of the bike up or the back of the bike up, but they'll lift the front of the bike up, and now I have one wheel on the ground for maneuverability to keep me safe down there. Um, I need that. I need both wheels on the ground to be safe. Um, if for some reason you're next to me, um, and we're driving together, and all of a sudden you swerve a little bit. Now I'm getting out of your way. What do I hit? I could hit some gravel, which I'll go sliding, because two wheels and gravel don't mix. Um, or I'll slide over. I'll hit a curb. Me and a curb don't mix. I could get hurt. I could hit something. Um, if you in a vehicle hit a stop sign, hit a pedestrian, hit another car, you are going to do some damage to your vehicle or damage to the other vehicle and or pedestrian. Um, you may go to the hospital. You might go to the body shop. I hit another vehicle, a motorcycle, or pedestrian. Going to the hospital, somebody could be going to the morgue and forget a body shop because there's no fixing half the stuff we do to our bicycles, our motorcycles, our bikes if we get into an accident. So my point is, when you see a motorcycle, please just be aware. I'm not telling you you have to, I don't want to say drive differently, but if I can, yeah. Maybe drive differently. Open your eyes. Please. And like I said, if you don't like us, you hate us, if you're nervous around us, just back off a little bit. Just back off. And if you notice in this video, you'll notice it often. You'll see me, I'm looking over my shoulders. I'm always doing that. There's a portion of this video, I noticed it, and if you watch the whole thing, there's a part where you'll see a red light. I've already made a right turn out of a green light. And if you look the way I'm looking, I always look, even though the folks are stopped at that light, I will look, and I'll look twice. I'm always looking for cars. I want to be safe. I want to arrive alive wherever I'm going. It's like somewhere right here, you'll see me. I'm always looking over my shoulder because I want to move over, or I want to make sure there's nobody next to me when I'm driving. So if you happen to be driving, and you see a motorcycle, pulling up next to a motorcycle may not be the safest thing. Back off or go forward. That way we can maneuver around you if we have to. If you're right next to us, and God forbid something's there that I got to move over, I'm coming into you. So if I'm looking over at you, and I look at you, and I'm giving you a dirty look, just move. Go forward or backwards. Slow down a little bit, let me get past you, or go forward, and I'll go around you. I'm good with it. I don't care. I know how to drive. I know how to ride a motorcycle. I know how to drive a car, but I need clearance. I always need a way out. When we ride motorcycles, I'm always thinking about if I get into an accident or I get into a situation where I've got to get out off the road, where am I going? I'm always looking at the lawns. I'm looking at dirt roads. I'm looking at somewhere where I can go, and if I have to, if I'm going to crash, where am I going to end up? I'd really know how to end up in your trunk. I want you to please understand, all of this matters. Be aware of the motorcycles that are out there. Be aware of that we are out there. And I know this is the virus is going on, keeps everybody in the house. Some of us are out there riding. Some of us don't deal with this being confined in a house very well, so we're alone. So we go up I go up in upstate New York sometimes, and I just go riding in the back roads up there. I go say hi to the horses. So I got to when I come home, I don't deal with people, so you don't got to worry about me. I sometimes wear a mask, like it matters. That's still up in the air. And, but all of this is just so we can all live together and be safe. And like I said, if you don't like us, that's okay. All I ask you is just please don't kill us. Let us live another day. In closing, let me say this: be aware. Use your directionals. Be aware that we use hand signals. We always look. We beep. We're always aware of the stop signs, yield signs. We obey the laws as best we can, same as you. Um, like I said, I just, please let us live. I want to say thank you very much, and as always, I'd like to say to my mom and my dad, thank you very much for just giving me life. And folks, I'll see you again.